The last phase of training is level 3 hypertrophy. The dates on this are July 20th until August 17th. You may miss the last week depending on what your schedule is when you get back to school, but basically just lift on this phase of training until you report to camp in August. So again, pay close attention again to the training considerations on the first page of the program, as they're a little bit different than the last phase. The warm-up for this is exactly as it was before. 5 to 10 minutes of light aerobic activity, followed by all of our dynamic flexibility exercises. The calf stretch, inverted hamstring stretch, leg cradle, back lunge with rotation, greatest stretch, hand walk, and pump stretch. Once you've completed your warm-up, you should be ready for your first day of training, which is your lower body day. Now again, pay particular attention to the amount of reps that you need to lift, the amount of sets that you need to lift, as they're very different than they were previously. So day number 1 begins with a barbell power clean. Again, you should be lifting this, you should be proficient at this lift by now. If you're still struggling with it, refer back to the first level of, or the first phase of conditioning for the summer, strength level 2, and work on the training progressions. Once you're done with all of your sets on the power clean, again, make sure you're resting appropriately in between sets. You're going to go to your first circuit, which is your dumbbell one-leg squat. Now this phase of training is going to be much different than the other two. This is very high volume training, which means there's a lot of sets and there's a lot of repetitions. So the feeling is going to be a lot different. You're going to have a lot of burning in your body, and this is basically where we try to get our last little bit of strength and size gains before we start the season. So one leg squat, again, dumbbell in hand on the chest. You're going to run or descend down into the hip as deep as you can go. And then stand up. Second exercise in the circuit is barbell overhead lunges. So you'll take a barbell, get it up onto your shelf, and then, get your snatch grip first. Get your snatch grip, wide grip. Get it up on your shelf and then press overhead. Barbell overhead lunges. Make sure the barbell stays overhead. Don't have it in front of your face. And try not to arch back as well. You don't want to arch your back. You want to stand tall throughout the whole range of motion. Here's barbell overhead lunges. Once you've finished all your reps on that, take a brief rest, 20 to 30 seconds, and then you're going to do your barbell squat, just like we did before. By the end of those 3 exercises, your legs should be on fire. If they're not, you didn't lift enough weight, and your next set, you need to increase that weight. Your last exercise in this circuit is a plate seated Russian twist. So grab a weight plate. Don't use 10 pounds. Use 25 pounds or more. Just for teaching purposes, I'm going to use this 10. So sitting up, legs off the floor, chest up, leaning back slightly. You're just going to rotate and tap the plate on the floor next to your hip. That completes circuit number 1, and now I'll show you circuit 2.